You are one single thought away from your life being perfect as it is. One thought away from perfection in the moment. And I share this from a space today of noticing me arguing with reality, as Byron Katie would say. When you argue with reality, you lose, but only 100% of the time. And I was outside with the boys, and I had wanted to go to the beach, and we were in the park, and they wanted to play a game, and it's a game that is rigged for me to eternally be the chaser of them. And I was already noticing some resistance coming up. And resistance it's a funny word because it's all internal and it's all created. So I was creating this discomfort, this resistance to the moment because it wasn't going the way that I had decided that I wanted it to go. And this can happen with our kids, right? Or with life, let's face it, with any relationship. This can happen. And I choose to constantly, consciously enter into a state of love and of allowing. I don't mean that I just passively walk through life doing what other people want me to do. I did that for many years and it was not fulfilling at all. This is something else. So when I say allowing, I mean that there are times where I can allow the moment and still be a stand. There's an amazing book by Stephen Hawking called Power versus Force. And I'm very consciously aware of when I'm pushing or when there is push, which happens frequently with a 5 and a 7-year-old. And being able to stand in that without pushing back, or noticing when I'm pushing and slowing it right down and coming back into that question of what for? What for? What am I pushing for? So in this example of the park, I noticed resistance. I noticed force. There was force coming in. We're like, I wanted to go for the walk. Okay, well now we're in the park, and I felt like I was kind of being dragged along into it. That's what I was creating. I was doing that. Life was unfolding. And if it really, really mattered to me, I may well have been able to encourage the walk. And actually, once we were outside and I checked in with myself, noticed the resistance, slowed it down, looked at the moment in front of me, stopped arguing with reality, and there was so much joy to be found. There was so much ease to be found chasing my children around and entering into their world. So when there's that push that comes up, it's originating from a thought that what is in front of you is not right. And that doesn't create a possibility for it to shift. It's loving all of life is a practice, and it's one that I'm continually learning to do, and allowing of life to create possibility for more. There's something that was shared to me yesterday about me. My ex-boyfriend said to me, this is why Byron Katie's at the forefront of my awareness, something along the lines of, do you love that person enough that if they want to leave, you'll pack their bags with them and be happy for them? Which is essentially what happened with us. We went our separate ways a few months ago. And it all comes back to allowing. And an allowing is a dropping of taking anything personally, whilst also being a stand, knowing who you are, and being strong in that, so that when situations come up, you can say yes and you can say no, and internally you know you're okay. So bringing it back to the park, I knew it was okay. I started to feel resistance because a part of me felt like I wasn't okay. A part of me felt like my voice didn't matter. I haven't really dissected it because, in the moment I noticed it and just dropped it. Just chose to drop it and get fully on board with what was happening. What you resist persists. And the more you can meet life as it is, without a story, allow the sensations to come up and to feel what wants to be felt without story. And stop arguing with reality. Then the internal freedom and the access to joy and to love and to being unshakable in who you are is what unfolds in that. So I've said quite a lot this evening, and this is the work that I do with people, is to really uncover the truth of who you are, so that you can meet the circumstances of your life lovingly, with strength and with certainty in who you be. Whether that's whatever your kids are doing, whatever your partner, your ex-partner is doing, being able to meet life in a loving way, in an allowing way, stopping arguing with reality, and finding your peace, finding your joy. So I have said a lot this evening, and if you have any questions about anything, then please do get in touch. I'll leave my email in the description. Or if you have any questions or comments, then do leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. Sending you so much love, and I will be back tomorrow.